Welcome back to FTL Multiverse. So find a stranger danger. We got Ellie. Yay. She's been a blast. We don't have a quest for her because... Oh no, you need to talk to her in order to get it, don't you? Yeah, check in on her. Soon find a request of you. Ellie pulls along. Yeah, we'll only be able to do one, maybe two. But in each one we can get... all people I want to put in the ground. Okay. Taking the Ellie show off the air, joining the lunatics rebel supporters, probably fascists. If I go murder bad guys, you already promised me you'd help. Your face tag lets them comfortably close to your face. So when do we get started? Who's first? Spruce, head of merchandising for Flower and Sunshine Studios. Yeah, looks like we're only going to be getting one here. But that's okay. So this was a chance I should do something. Yeah, well. Gotta love these really tiny crowded ships. I don't think I'm gonna board this one. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot, I think. I don't like boarding cramped ships. Another store, but we need to get to Irwin. Yeah, we know this. Intervene. Now this is a ship. Let's see what we can do. Okay, jumped the gun a bit on the hack there, but... there you have it. Let's get you all out of that sticky situation. I need you guys to stop shooting for a sec. The slug needs to get in first. Check on Irwin. We aren't looking for pay, but we wouldn't mind information. What is this again? There ain't no sane man in this universe who works for free. Kind of just for his angel assassins for Big Daddy Vale Syndicate. He's our most recent client, but the issue is Vale doesn't normally deal with rogues. His mercs usually work for him, and his patience with me was short. Virgo was his reassurance I would follow through. See some kind of DNA, there's gas, the VEC, blah blah blah. They're all based on the same stuff. What's the gas? Giant alien spiders, I guess. I know, but I don't know what I'm talking about. Point is, Vale caught wind. Senator Wright was getting cold feet and was supposed to blow the top of this whole thing. I was supposed to bring Vale the DNA before the big boom, but I like being alive, you know. So Senator Wright was the one who wanted out. Was but I got tricked by that a-hole Billy Hector into getting wrapped into his little slave trade. It was going fine until one day I decided to bring along a friend of mine, a ranger named Sylvan. Hi! I thought he wanted to help, but instead he acted all weird. I realized he was a risk, but rather than just dying like I wanted, he blew up my fleet and leaked my involvement with Hector to the guild. I think a slave actually breaks one of the sacred rules. I don't know what kind of booted. Lesson is trust no one, they'll always turn on you, or it could be a secret agent sent by the Multiversal Order. Yep. You ride my ship as toast since you're a renegade. I'm sure you could always use more help. So let's strike a deal, join your crew, and we split the profits half and half. Yeah, goodbye, Reynard. Yeah, cannot damage system. So you're not really that great at boarding, but you are going to be good at defending the ship. Mainly so we have some power for the drones. Because Ghana is pretty darn good. The shell signs vessel that I hailed shortly. Although we're looking for an infant spire to study, you understand the risk and will pay if you go through with it. Beam back a spider without any risk. Look, the spider beam them back aboard your ship. Once captured, you have the vessel. Ship, thank you for sure. So help our research greatly. First step to preventing this infestation from spreading is to understand what makes these spiders stick. Alright, let's go help Ellie out. There's occasionally something useful in here, but to be ignored by Federation enforcers. Yeah, well, I'm not Federation, am I? Yeah. That's a lot of ion again. Just saying. No, the game isn't sentient at all. No, it's just all coincidence. That is one messed up weapons room. You're all ignoring me? How rude. Alright, Ellie, could you kindly move to here so you're with the rest of the boarding team? Okay, Ellie's quest is usually kind of fun and bloody. There's a combination of words, right? Is there anything I want to do? Do we have a Zoltan Shield bypass? Yes. Breach seal and extinguishers would be nice too, but so one of these two is a boarding drone, the other one is not. So what else does it has? What's your other mode then? Combat mode. So what does it do in combat mode? Alright, let's put you back into defense mode. We got small shields, so it's gonna be somewhat useful at least. Put them like this so I know this one is the one that says D for defense. Alright, Ellie. How can we help you today? Before you some kind of orbit-bound warehouse surrounded by various Union transport ships and a single auto ship. Manufactured by Wentworth Innovations. Let's not question why it's in a spider-infested sector. Next to the small ship, likely some kind of mobile office. Despite the dinky size, the economics of the scene suggest a rather large expense went towards it all. Approach. You dock near the cargo ships and enter the warehouse to see rows upon rows of merchandise for various colorful animal themes. Characters: Dora the Durgan, Caim the Kalhalu, Remy the Remkma, most of all Sammy the Spider. Despite the mundaneness of that last one, he seems to have the most dedicated merchandise in the room. There's a single article dedicated to Ellie, and you can tell she's fuming. Okay, there's no auction on board this thing, so boarding is out of... Well, we can board with Ghana, the Amp drone, and Sylvan. Technically speaking. I think we will board with the two drones. There's here, instead of moving close to the shelves, she looks fondly at the other characters, silently recalling old memories. But when she gets to the Sammy aisle, she suddenly turns aggressive, throwing various novelty items like singing animatronics and spider-flavored ice cream onto the floor, kicking over shelves and repeatedly plunging her knife into the heart of a large stuffed spider. Amidst all the noise, you hear a door open and a rather rotund man shout, slightly muffled by some food sloppily shoved into his mouth. What in the hood are you people? Why are you here? His eyes finally land on Ellie, his composure changes rapidly, first to bemusement, then to horror, then to hysteria. Stefan, you raving mad lunatic. Okay, I'm still trying to... I think I'm understanding how this works. Like, Ellie / Stefan. They're going from him to her quite a lot. I'm assuming Stefan is male and the character is female. Hence the she-he shenanigans. Still wearing that horse costume. You know that costume belongs to me, little runt. I don't suppose you've come to bring it back to me, though, have you? Finally, the man seems to notice your crew. Who's your friend? Wait, Stefan, did you hire a bunch of renegades to kill me? Yep. Hysterical, I can't even. What is wrong with you? You put the human species to shame? This is the behavior of a Zoltan pugilist or brain-dead, drug-snorting mantis. You can't kill me anyway, as I have security. The other man shouts and a security team enters the room, and an automated drone activates outside. Fight off security. To get to Wrigley, you have to take out the automated security first, then you can decide what to do from there. Wrong. Oh, no, wait, I've sold the one drone. Yeah. No, it's okay. I thought this was the boarding drone, but it's the ion drone. So maybe it would be a good idea to get the wreck arm. Well, there goes security. 2 volleys and that was it. Where the security drone has been defeated, you scrap the remains. Find Riley again. Wrigley has left the warehouse and is now hiding in his office ship. He'd like to have taken off. It weren't for the fact the ship was securely tethered to the station. You find him cowering underneath his desk, and as you approach, he scrambles for a wooden bat signed by some famous Union sports star. But you beat him to it. Seems like he's finally taking you seriously. Okay, you can keep the goddamn costumes to follow, and I don't even want to imagine what depraved shit you've done in it. Just leave me alone. I don't care what crazy conspiracy you've concocted. I didn't get you booted off the show, that was all the higher-ups, okay? And it's not exactly a mystery why. Ellie shakes her head. No, you see Wrigley, I know you advanced talk. The Mars Day massacres, remember those? Wrigley shifts in the seats uncomfortably. You can tell Ellie is doing this all for you, coaxing you into accepting what she's about to do to this man. Oh, I'm completely fine with it. She's not lying either. You've heard a bit about Spruce, and she goes well back with the Red Bull Admiral and his parents. The question is it the best idea to murder him in cold blood right here and now? Yeah. Ellie takes another step closer, and Wrigley's breath gets more and more erratic. Wait, Stefan, let's think this through. How does a brand new line of Ellie merch sound? I can arrange for you to be like a retro pack. A throwback, nostalgia for the old days. Ellie smiles. Sounds fantastic, Wrigley. Wrigley breathes a sign of relief and is promptly decapitated by a single stroke of Ellie's knife. His head hits the floor and Ellie stands over the corpse to survey it. Ellie will visit your funeral and let you know how the new merch sells. It'll do great, she promises. Ellie grabs one of the forms of Wrigley's desk and writes something down, folds it up into her pocket. She curtsies and gallops out of the room full stride. You notice new vigor in her step as she leaves, and you waste no time in following her. Ellie, can we do another one? Finally sorting through some merchandise she stole from the warehouse. You don't remember her doing that, but you don't bother asking. It's probably the least harmful thing she's done. She finally knows she's watching. She looks up and smiles. The menacing smiles again. Ready for another super fan. We did super fantastic last time, and I can't wait to get another off my list. She makes a horse noise and presses the press around. Who's next? Ellie pulls out her list again, which she noticed now to have been hastily scribbled on the back of a receipt. Oh, let's see. Oh, of course, old Huey Armstrong, chief legal consultant for Fowler and Sunshine Studios. He was always so boring, yap. All he did was talk about mumbo-jumbo legal stuff. Children aren't entertained by law. They're entertained by Ellie the Equinoid. But of course, you know that super fan. He was also on, I think he did some stuff for Vance, as probably a human supremacist. Ellie doesn't like human supremacists. Ellie loves all creatures equally. Except human supremacists, they need to die. And spiders. As long as they understand that Ellie belongs on the air for the people to see, well, what are you waiting for? Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Ah, yeah. Also, we're going to be bringing a Spider Queen on board. I'm hoping they're fine with that. We'll refrain from naming it Sammy. How does that sound? You're gonna immediately barge in. So she does have the bloodlust now, which is good. I'm also gonna take over the little spider if I can. Because they won't attack it, but he's gonna do a lot of damage to whoever else is gonna try to get in here. Unfortunately, that's the med bay. So we're gonna have to do that. Well, we don't have to, but it's gonna be fun to do it. Get into the teleporter if you don't mind. Where's my boarding drone? There it is. And that is what we call a massacre. Done. The Brood has been causing issues for the mission in the sector by weaponizing the spiders, so it won't be much, but the death of those spiders will help retake this territory. Cool. Alright, time for the spider to join us. I kind of want to read this again as well, because I keep forgetting. Well, we know a little bit more about the story now. Robert Spider Hive plan is appropriately spooky for what you're dealing with. This guy's mission brute forces to fight for control of the planet, but you're able to slip through the chaos and land on the surface near a giant cavern. This is from here from Montgomery. Yeah, he's the one who contacted us at the start of this sector here. Cuts in and out, mage, blah blah blah, bombs are lost in cavern, yeah, enter the cavern. Push the darkness, guided only by light from your own ship through empty labyrinths of bedrock. You pass by what appears to be the wreck of a militia vessel, eventually the one carrying the bombs. You find them unfortunately undamaged in the cargo and haul them back to your ship. If you detonate these bombs, no one else can. Keep on going everywhere with the fact you could easily meet the same fate here as the first ship. If you fail, eventually the tunnels lead to what is presumably the center of the cavern, a massive, near perfectly spherical room with walls lined with holes, containing tens of thousands of eggs. There's no way this was the product of nature. This room was designed with intent. The crew wished to riot the bombs without waking up the spiders. From you remember, these are the same design as the ones used against the Vec on Earth. Yay, the Renfield bombs. One of these was capable of creating an explosion visible from space and caused massive earthquakes across the planet, so you can only imagine what kind of impact 3 of them will have. And you sure as hell don't want to stick around to see it. While wiring the third and final bomb, your crew trips and drops a metal plate from the bomb on the ground. At once it seems as though every spider in the entire cavern lets out a cry. In a matter of seconds, a massive roar silences them, and a monstrous creature the size of 3 men erupts from the ground. It's supposed to be the queen, and she sure isn't happy. All 8 of her legs lock onto you, but she doesn't attack. It almost seems as if she's giving you a warning. Yeah, because I want to see what's actually going on in the lab. It seems like suicidal mode, but the last thing you want to risk is angering the spiders. From all you've seen so far, they seem more intelligent than the militia is willing to admit, and maybe, just maybe, you can make it out here without anyone dying. The queen seems to notice this behavior and backs away from you. Around her, several hatchlings cling to her legs, but they scatter when she turns and crawls through a hole in the hatchery walls. It's almost like she wants you to follow. You crawl through the tunnel and find yourself now standing in a massive rectangular room with ships and lab equipment. You wipe away some of the dirt caked onto the walls and find underneath is rusted metal. This was a research center at some point, but judging from the smell, the staff are all dead. You see the queen walk over to a row of tubes on the walls, where you find many exotic creatures, some of which seem eerily similar to the giant alien spiders, Vec, and other insectoid monstrosities used by the Brood. I like how they actually canonically is a big word, this is fanon after all, but call them like giant alien spiders. Even on their home planet they're called aliens. You glance over at a nearby desk where you find a letter addressed to, of all people, Oscar Wright. Next to this dongle containing blueprints for some kind of cruiser model, which you slip into your pocket. Read the letter. Dear Senator, this has been a chain of plans. Your method for testing the insectoid DNA has deeply disturbed both me and the Council. My team found a new candidate anyways. There will no longer be a need to continue your experiments. I would like to remind you that the only reason you are where you are today is because of your history with the Admiral. In his absence, the new leadership is not as generous. I'm writing this only out of the best of intentions for your well-being. If you don't want to wake up with a bull in your head, I advise destroying all evidence at all costs. You know what you have to do, Oscar. Do not fail the rebellion again. Sincerely, Dr. E.W. The senator was the one who wanted out, right? You're not sure what to make of this, but you don't have much time. Montgomery calls you from behind you, ordering that you drop the letter, turn around slowly. Captain, put that paper down and come with me. We need to detonate the bombs and leave. So, Montgomery cuts you off before you can finish. What reason do you think the EDC is here? Do you really think the Brood was behind all of this? Some stupid pirates could just breach the security of the Union's core worlds. No, but the Federation has been concerningly ignorant to the Center's intentions. The brood is real, yes, but they were nothing before this. We gave them these insectoids to release, we planted a Vec on Earth. It was an awful decision in hindsight, yes, and that's why we're here. The experiment was a failure, we cannot risk exposing Center's ties to the rebellion. Failure now liability, but explosion of liability is what I'm best at. No, you're not. Okay. Ion! It's like every ship needs to have at least one of them. Anyway, you have a medbay. You are gonna wish you didn't. Okay, we need to get as many people in here as we can. The best way to do that is like this. 3, 2, 1, scatter! But also, no you won't. Wrong guy, yep, wrong guy. 50% chance. Hey! Our 45% dodge chance didn't really help us there, did it? You think it's... you know what? You do you. Of all the people you could have attacked by boarding me, Ruin is probably the wrong one. Thanks, 45% evasion. Once again, good job. You can tell why I deem cloaking as high as it is, right? Without cloaking, we would not be taking these hits. But no, here's a ship that doesn't have cloaking. Okay, Ellie, you're gonna move over. There you go. Montgomery in the end was not enough to stop you. Who would have guessed? Though the rest of the crew aboard his vessel were likely oblivious to his intentions, they were necessary casualties. While scrapping the crashed wreckage, you hear the moan of a dying man and find Montgomery impaled by part of the debris. He turns to you and with his final breath he mutters, "No evidence, an ace never fails." He raises his hand, still holding the detonator, and flips a switch. Instantly the nearby Renfield... It's Renfield, not Rhinefield, right? Yeah, it is Renfield and into the breach. We have to rescue the Queen. You run back to hatchery where you find the Queen comforting several wailing hatchlings. The droning sound of the bombs as they count down drowns out your cries, but the Queen spots you and someone understands the severity of the situation. You make your way back to ship, take off, rushing through the tunnels as the walls shake and the inferno behind you expands. In the end, it comes down to almost a matter of seconds as you kick the engines to maximum thrust and take off from the planet. So many different questions are left running through your head. Why was the rebellion testing the spires in the Vec? What is the new candidate? Who is Dr. E.W.? We aren't sure if any of these questions will be answered, but you can't linger for too much longer. The Queen, while safe, is obviously disturbed by the loss of her children. Had you not saved her, the entire species would have likely gone extinct. All you can do now is be glad another ace is dead and carry on with your mission. Maybe someday, whether it's you or another captain, someone will get to the bottom of this. You pull out the dongle from earlier and download the blueprint data into your ship for later. Unfortunately, it's both of my pilots, and I really don't want... Oh, well, no. That's like 2 power bars we have to rebuy. Sorry, Kevin Fish. So, Ellie did 1.5 in damage. How good is she now? Oh, she just... Vengeance makes her stronger. Might be insane, good to know. So she... Oh, she breaks down doors faster now. Okay. Not that we're doing a lot of that, but... Anyway, that is going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching episode in our series, and I'm seeing you guys on next episode, where once again we'll be following Ellie's antics. Bye, everyone.